A storm brews over the Walter household. Memories collide with promises, and one choice threatens to change everything. Love, betrayal, and ambition, it all returns. Louder than ever, the trailer begins in silence, broken only by the sound of Jackie's voice echoing softly in the background. I thought I knew what I wanted. But maybe I was wrong. The screen flashes quick cuts of her looking out the window, her face caught between hope and regret. The camera shifts to Cole, standing alone on the football field at night, sweat dripping down his face as the floodlights cast long shadows. His breath is heavy, his eyes locked with determination. Then, a sudden burst of noise, Alex slamming a locker, his frustration spilling out. The voiceover continues, deep and heavy. When love turns into a battle, no one escapes without scars. The pace quickens. We see Jackie's reflection in a mirror, her hand hovering over a photograph of happier times. Cole is shown driving late at night, headlights cutting through the rain, his jaw clenched in silence. Alex, meanwhile, stares across a crowded school hallway, his gaze following Jackie with unspoken pain. The music builds, tense strings rising higher and higher. A whispered line slips in. Some choices can't be undone. The section closes with a powerful sequence of overlapping shots, Jackie in tears, Cole collapsing onto the grass after practice, Alex turning away in anger. And finally, a slow-motion shot of Jackie walking into the Walter house, her face lit by uncertainty. The screen cuts to black. The sound of Cole's voice pierces the silence. This time. I won't back down, asterisk the sound of heavy breathing fades in Cole's. He's training in the early morning. Running across the empty field, the sun barely rising. His sneakers pound against the wet grass, every step echoing his determination. Over this, Jackie's voice whisper isn't the same anymore. He's fighting for something bigger. A sharp cut flashes to Alex, standing in the kitchen with his arms crossed, watching Jackie from across the room. His silence says more than words. His eyes carry both longing and doubt. The tension between them feels like a storm waiting to break. The trailer shifts pace. Jackie walks alone through the school corridor, whispers surrounding her. We see quick glimpses, friends glancing, voices murmuring, her name passed like a secret. The camera lingers on her face, conflicted, torn, struggling to keep steady. The screen darkens, and Cole's voice comes in strong, filled with fire. I'm not just fighting for me. I'm fighting for us. His words overlap with a shot of him facing Alex head-on, their shoulders colliding as they pass in the hallway. Neither willing to move aside, the music swells, each beat heavier than the last. Jackie is caught between them, her hand reaching for Alex in one frame, then pulling back when Cole appears in the next. The tension builds to a heated moment where Alex slams his hand against the door, anger boiling over while Cole clenches his fists in quiet restraint. In the background, the Walter family's laughter echoes faintly, reminding us that this isn't just about love, it's about belonging, about finding a place in a world that keeps shifting. The section ends with Jackie whispering into the night air, "How do I choose when both choices break me?" The screen cuts to black just as the music stops, leaving nothing but the weight of her words. Asterisk lightning flashes across the screen, and the sound of a door slamming echoes like a gunshot. Jackie's voice breaks through, shaky but strong. I can't keep running from this. The camera cuts to Cole, standing in front of a mirror, sweat dripping down his temple, staring at his reflection as if he's daring himself to become someone new. His hand clenches into a fist, then slowly relaxes, proof of a man learning to control the fire inside him. The trailer shifts to a rapid sequence. Alex storming out of the Walter living room, his voice cracking with anger. Jackie chasing after him, her eyes filled with guilt. Cole sitting outside in the rain, shoulders hunched, but refusing to leave. The music rises, deep drums pounding like a heartbeat. We hear Alex's voice overlapping the chaos. You think this is about winning, Cole? This is about her heart. And it's not yours to claim. The screen immediately cuts to Cole, his face lit with a stubborn, fiery gaze. Then watch me prove you wrong. Clashing visuals fill the next moments. Jackie cries into her pillow as the camera pulls back to reveal an empty room around her. Alex throws a football across the field in pure frustration, the ball spinning violently before slamming into the ground. Cole, by contrast, is shown running toward the end zone, his movements powerful, almost cinematic, the rain soaking him but never slowing him down. The contrast paints him not just as a fighter, but as someone who refuses to break. The section peaks with an intense moment. Jackie standing in the middle of the Walter living room, Cole on one side, Alex on the other. Both boys stare at her, waiting, the silence louder than any words. The camera zooms in on Jackie's trembling hands, caught between reaching forward or pulling back. The music cuts abruptly, leaving only Cole's defiant voice ringing out. "This is my victory, and I won't let it slip away." The trailer slows down, pulling us into a softer, almost haunting quiet. A piano note rings out, slow and deliberate, as Jackie's voice trembles in the dark. "I don't know if I'm strong enough to choose." The screen fades in on her walking through the Walter family barn at dusk, dust floating in the golden light, her footsteps echoing with hesitation. Behind her, shadows stretch symbols of the past still clinging to her. Suddenly, the stillness shatters. Cole bursts onto the field in the middle of a game, the roar of the crowd swallowing everything else. His jersey gleams under the lights, his breath sharp, his focus unshakable. The camera cuts between his determined face and Jackie's wide, tearful eyes as she watches from the stands. Then Alex appears, sitting away from the others, his jaw tense, eyes glistening with unspoken heartbreak. The music quickens, violins rising into a sharp crescendo. Montage after montage flashes across the screen, Jackie and Cole sharing a stolen glance. Alex shouting in the rain, his voice carried away by the storm. The Walter family gathered around a dinner table heavy with silence. Cole throwing his arms up in triumph after a game-winning moment, his eyes searching the crowd only for Jackie. A powerful heartbeat sound pulses with every cut, building the pressure higher and higher. Finally, Jackie's whisper pierces the soundscape. "If I choose him, will I lose myself?" Her words collide with Cole's fiery declaration. "This time I win." The music drops to absolute silence. On screen, a single slow-motion shot unfolds Jackie standing frozen as Cole and Alex face each other across the room, their gazes locked like warriors before battle. The screen cuts to black. Then, in blazing white letters, "My Life with the Walter Boys Season 3 Cole's Victory, 2026. A final line echoes as the trailer ends. Cole's voice, firm and unshakable. "This is only the beginning."